What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is TimProVision. Today we are looking at my Apex Legends Season 10 wish list. I figured I would cover 5 things that I really want to be seen added to the game, and then 5 other things that really need to be fixed or critiqued about the game. There's of course a lot of critiques that we can do about the game. I am going to try to keep it semi-positive though, and of course I really just want the game to be better so we all can enjoy it a little bit more. As always, guys, slam that like button if you do enjoy the video. It does truly matter, and it does help me out a lot, so I do appreciate it. Let's start off with my 5 critiques of the game before we get into the kind of 5 wish list items. Of course, I am going to mention this one thing in the beginning here. It does not have to do with my 5 items, though, because it is just completely separate. It is obvious. The most obvious, of course, is to fix the servers, the matchmaking system, and I am not including this again in the 5 items because this is just obvious. I want the servers, the hacking, and the skill-based matchmaking all to be fixed, to be tuned up a little bit. Just make it a little bit more fair. Obviously, the hackers need to go. The server issues need to go. I just want it to be way more reliable. I don't want to log on to play Apex and not even know if I'm going to be able to play the game. That really is how it felt in mid-June or end of June and July this season. So I do want to see that. Moving on, though, from that, the first critique is going to be something that I've been whining since it came out about, and this is going to be the crafting system. Crafting system in general, I find, is just extremely poor. I don't think it's good. I feel like it's really slow. It slows down the gameplay. I feel like it could be implemented so much better. I don't really like making the comparison, but I am going to make it here. Fortnite just added crafting to be on your person. I think it was, I don't know, a couple seasons ago maybe. I don't really play Fortnite, so maybe I'm speaking out of turn here. But I would love to see crafting be on the person, or at least I can go up to the station and then activate the crafting and then run away and start it. That way, the crafting stations will at least affect your gameplay in terms of where you want to run to and that kind of thing. Overall, though, I just do not like taking 30 seconds to a minute out of my game to have to go craft these couple items that, I really just don't want to have to do at all. I'd rather just be playing the game, getting better at the game, not sitting on the crafting station. So moving on from that, we are going to have a few legend gripes, I am going to say. Of course, there is the Revenant paired up with Octane. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it is a little bit toxic. It's a little bit crazy. You drop that Revenant totem down, you hit that launch pad, and you're pretty much on the team completely silent, and they can't even counter it. To be honest, I don't want either of the abilities nerfed, really. I just want the way they work together to be nerfed, so the team synergy of Revenant and Octane, I want to be nerfed. Overall, I enjoy playing Revenant. Overall, I enjoy playing Octane. But when they're together, I just find it's a little bit too much to handle, and everyone has been doing it lately, especially in those higher tier ranked matches. I will move on from here though, and I will say I do want to see the Bloodhound scan meta be reduced a little bit, and having Seer come out does worry me a little bit. All these kind of wall hacking abilities is a little bit crazy. It's something that would be cheating in other games. And the fact that you can simply just scan someone with Bloodhound every 25 seconds or something like that is a little crazy. I'm a little bit worried about Seer. I am worried that it is going to up the ante in terms of the overall amount of scans that people are going to be getting, so it is going to be harder to actually make a play without someone already knowing where you are. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't want to make any too preconceived notions about it. Moving on from this, of course, I want buffs for Fuse, Mirage, Watson, and Rampart. All these legends I think are a little bit weaker in terms of how they're playing, and they really just don't stack up with the other legends in the game. So I want to see all these legends get buffs. All in all, though, I would say Apex and Respawn does a really good job with balancing the legends. The fact that pretty much every legend in the game is usable to some extent is a good thing, and props to them. We are hitting our maybe 18th legend, I think it is, with Season 10, which is just wild. And the fact that I would say 16, maybe 15, 17, somewhere like that, of the legends are usable, I think that's a good thing. The third critique is going to be the cosmetic system. I've said this in the past. If you have been around here for a while, oh my God, is it so bad? I just can't get over it. Loot boxes are so old and archaic. It's something that came out in 2014's Advanced Warfare, I think it was, Call of Duty. And even before that, CSGO. It's been around forever. I don't like it. It's online gambling. I don't think it's good for players. I don't think it's good for kids that are buying these. Some countries, you can't even do it. They just give you crafting materials. I'd rather if they just did that, you just give you crafting materials when you're leveling up. But at this point, I think the whole system needs to go. There's so many blue, gray, and purple items that no one really wants. And they're just filler, kind of like garbage items. And every time a new legend comes out, there's more and more of these gray and blue items no one wants again. So I think we're just we're just always getting behind, and I don't think that's good. And I mean, I understand that they do need to make money. You do need good stuff and bad stuff. I get it. There's just so much stuff out there. I'd love it if you had other ways to unlock the gray and blue items. This way you could at least have other avenues to unlock stuff, not only off the loot packs, which is crazy. And of course, I've been saying it for a little while now. I do think the heirlooms are a little bit overpriced. I think it's crazy that you could probably spend I think we're up to almost $7,000 to get all the heirlooms if you're just buying packs, and you got to get 500 packs for every heirloom. It's just ridiculous. They can be rare and just not so expensive. I get it. I feel bad for a lot of people that have been playing the game since the game came out. We're hitting season 10 here, and some people still haven't had an heirloom. It's pretty wild that you could be like level 1,000 and not have an heirloom. And the final thing is going to be a revamped battle pass. I know it's not really up to Respawn necessarily to have to do it, but I would love to see them take a shot at completely redoing a battle pass. It's been maybe 5, 6, 7 years now we've had battle passes, and all these games, it's just level 1 to 100. You get a couple items in there that you really want, and the rest of the items are crap and garbage. I'd love to see Respawn take a stab at a completely new battle pass concept. I think it's time that it gets updated, and I would love to see them do it. I don't think it's going to happen for a while, though. I already kind of know it's not happening this season, but it is something that I would love to see down the pipeline in the future. The fourth critique is going to be the firing range. Overall, the firing range is a great thing to have. I like that you can go in there, see all the guns, try all the guns out, but I think the firing range right now is poor. It's been 2 years now. It has really had no changes. I'd love to be able to just turn on the bots. I don't want to do the weird Easter egg to turn on the bots. Same thing with third-person mode. I do not want to have to go in there and do some weird thing to get third-person mode activated. Just let me have it in a setting. Completely revamp the firing range. Make lanes where I can try out different guns at different ranges. I can test the recoils. I can test them on helmet enemies, no helmet enemies. I can test them on different shielded enemies. I can test all that stuff out. The bots could be way more advanced. There could be way different targets. You know, you could have targets showing up where you're hitting the enemy. So if you're hitting them in the head, the body, the arms, it would flash for you. You would be able to tell it. I just think there's so many ideas, and I, came up with this in 10 minutes, and I feel like the firing range could just use a lot more love so we all can get better at the game, and it would just really cater to the players. I don't really see any negatives by doing that. I would love to just see a better firing range and all. And the final critique is going to be really more frequent content updates. June and July this past season 9 was absolutely just dreadful, to be honest with you. If I wasn't making content, I probably wouldn't have been playing the game. I would love to see more rotating limited time modes, not modes that are, taking over the trios and duos, but just modes that you can hook up in. So maybe this week you're playing shotgun snipers. Next week you're playing that mode where you gotta, I think it's Flashpoint, you go into rings to heal up. Bring the Halloween event back for a week. Just make this rotate. It doesn't have to be even every week. Maybe you put it on 1 week, week off, maybe put it on another week. With this, I will say I don't want to see the arena specific modes or the battle royale specific modes. I'd love to have the modes be able to kind of cross pollinate so you can really enjoy whatever you want to play in either mode and still do the events. It really does kind of suck. I'm not an arena player, and there was a ton of arena events this season that I just didn't play because I don't care. I don't care about getting a couple packs. I don't care about the cosmetics. But if I could play whatever mode I, wanted to play and still do it, I might think about doing it a little bit more. So there's my 5 critiques. Let's move on to my 5 wish list items. And these are more items that are not really in the game. If you guys do enjoy the video and you want any more content, be sure to follow me over on Twitch. I stream there 4 to 5, sometimes more times a week. And I would appreciate your support. Thank you so much, guys. Moving on from there, let's go to the first thing I would love to see added to the game. And it's been almost 18 months, maybe like 21 months now since this has changed. And this is going to be a level cap increase. It has been a long, long road that we've been at level 500. Overall, I think we could see this increase. I don't really see why we don't just have infinite levels. Maybe it's a little demoralizing if you're a new player going into the game and someone's like level 2000. I get it, but overall, I just want more levels. It's been 500 for so long. I haven't gotten a free pack in, I don't know. It's been like a year and a half now. I just don't get anything from leveling up. Once you hit 500, I feel like it demoralizes your most dedicated player base. There's no real reason to, get higher levels. I know you're still leveling at 500, which is weird in its own. But overall, I would just love if they raise the level cap. Why not either make it 1,000, make it 2,000 infinite? That's just one thing I would love to see. From this, I would say, and this is probably something I've wanted the most on this whole entire list out of the 10 items. This is going to be cross progression. It doesn't affect everyone, but for me, boy, would I love it. I would love to be able to go hop over on PC, practice with mouse and keyboard more, and also make content at the same time. But I'm not going to spend $40 or whatever it is to buy all the Legends on PC so I can make content for you guys. Every now and then I hop over on PC, but I'm stuck to the 6, maybe 7 to 8 Legends that I have over there. And I feel like they've just been saying cross progression has been coming for so long, and it's just really time. It's been like, I don't even know, maybe more than a year at this point. Overall, I just want cross progression to come out. It's been so long, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm waiting for it. After this, I'm going to say more meaningful decisions in Arena is my 3rd wish list. I wish Arena would really get swapped up a little bit. Maybe make the game a little bit longer. Maybe add another mode. Maybe add a team deathmatch mode. Maybe add an objective mode like a bomb or a flag, anything like that. Arena for me is just way too linear. I find that I do the same things every round, every game. Rounds 1 and 2, I'm picking up these guns, and round 3, 4, and 5, I'm picking up these guns. I'm buying my ultimates at this round and this round, buying this many grenades this round, this many batteries this round. And overall, it's just a really linear experience for me. I will say maybe ranked would take a little bit out of this. You'd be thinking a little bit more about the map, thinking about who you're playing against. We'll have to wait and see, but overall, I just want Arena to have more depth than it has right now. Other games like Counter-Strike and Valorant, I know have a little bit different currency systems where money and weapons and that kind of stuff cross transfers between rounds. Maybe that's an answer. I don't know. It's just some thoughts. I really just want more meaningful decisions in Arena. Moving on from this is something that Apex kind of, I would say, people wanted way back when the game first came out, and it hasn't been around that much recently in discussion. And this is going to be a theater mode. This would be absolutely crazy. For me making content, this would be absolutely wonderful. I think it would be good for you guys too. Being able to go into the theater mode, checking out what you did wrong, checking out where people came from, if they're cheating, if they're not cheating. No, this would all be great if there was a theater mode. The possibilities would be crazy. How much stuff I could actually do for you guys in terms of giving you guys that would make it better would just be wild. It's something that I feel like no one has mentioned in the wild. I would love to see a theater mode, but we'll have to wait and see. And then finally, my last kind of wish list for the game is something that I've been saying for a long time, and this is going to be some sort of solo mode. Wow, do I have a brutal time solo queuing. I've been pretty much just solo queuing probably the last 2 months. I did a lot of solo queue between like Apex Season 3 and 4 and 5 back in the day. Then my friends were playing for a while, and then they stopped playing recently. All in all, though, I just want a solo mode. If you can't make a solo-only mode because it hurts player retention, they said, apparently, back in the day when they did release solos, make a solo mercenary mode so everyone that's queuing up to this mode is a solo player, and then there's no 3-stack Predators or Master teams in pubs. I feel like this would be a huge step forward in the right direction. This way, at least everyone I know that is facing is not a 3-stack team. And it would just really make the game, I think, way more enjoyable for a lot of people, especially new players that are picking up the game on their own. I can't even imagine playing this game for the first time right now. If you are a brand new player and you're going in cold with no knowledge of the game, it must be absolutely wild. But I would really just love to see a solo mode. And those are my 10 wish list items for next season. Let me know, guys, what are you looking forward to most next season? Overall, I'm of course just looking forward to the Legend. That is my thing around here. You guys probably know that by now. Let me know down in the comments. Be sure to hit that like button. If you want any more content, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and all that good stuff. I appreciate the support. I will see you live in the next one. Peace out, everyone. Did you like the video?